Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to guide you through the transformative capabilities of Microsoft 365 Copilot. Today, we aren't just looking at isolated AI tools. We are exploring a fully integrated intelligence engine designed to revolutionize how your organization works across the applications you use every day. Let's dive in. Let's start by defining exactly what Microsoft 365 Copilot is. It is not just a generic chatbot, it is a sophisticated AI-powered productivity tool that integrates large language models directly with your proprietary data through Microsoft Graph. Why is this a game changer? Because it eliminates the friction of switching context. Copilot meets your employees exactly where they are working, reducing the time spent on mundane tasks so they can focus on high-value innovation. How does it achieve this? When you ask Copilot a question, it securely pulls context from your emails, meetings, and files to ground the AI's response in your specific business reality. Now, let's deep dive into security, which is a common concern for leaders. Copilot operates strictly inside your Microsoft 365 service boundary. It only ever accesses data that the signed-in user already has permission to view. Your enterprise data is never used to train foundational models, ensuring absolute compliance and security. Take a look at this architectural flowchart. When a user submits a prompt in an app like Word or Excel, it doesn't go straight to the AI. First, it hits Microsoft Graph for grounding. This is where Copilot retrieves only the files and emails that specific user is permitted to see. The prompt is then augmented with this rich context and sent to the LLM securely. Finally, the LLM generates a highly contextual and secure response. This diagram proves that your AI outputs are firmly anchored in your trusted enterprise data. Let's explore Copilot in Word. This is your ultimate writing partner, designed to create, summarize, and elevate your documents. The basics are incredibly intuitive. You can ask Copilot to draft a proposal, rewrite a clunky paragraph for clarity, or adjust the entire tone of a document to sound more professional. Why do we need this? Think about blank page syndrome. By using Copilot, a marketing team can draft a campaign brief based on existing guidelines, slashing turnaround time from days to hours. How do you use it? Simply type a prompt directly in the document canvas. You can even reference an existing PowerPoint or PDF to tell Copilot to base the new document on previous work. For a deep dive, Copilot in Word does more than just write text. It can understand complex paragraphs and instantly transform them into a structured visual table, dramatically improving how your teams digest and present information. This sequence diagram shows the fluidity of working with Copilot in Word. The user starts by asking Word to draft a proposal based on Q3 meeting notes. Word securely communicates with Microsoft Graph to pull those exact notes. Once the draft is generated, the user iterates asking Copilot to take a dense paragraph in section 2 and turn it into a table. The AI handles the formatting instantly. It's a continuous, collaborative loop between human creativity and machine execution. Moving on to Copilot in Excel. Here, Copilot acts as your personal data analyst. Its core definition is turning raw, intimidating spreadsheets into actionable business insights. The basics involve asking Copilot to clean your data, highlight top performers, uncover hidden trends, and instantly generate charts. Why is this so critical for your business? Because it frees your team from the tedious grind of writing complex formulas or building pivot tables. They can focus entirely on the strategic decisions the data presents. How does it work? You use plain English. You can simply type, forecast next quarter's revenue based on this column, and Copilot handles the math. For our deep dive, we look at advanced capabilities like the Analyst agent. Analyst transforms raw data by using chain-of-thought reasoning, iterating through complex problems just like a human data scientist would, bringing unprecedented analytical power to everyday business users. Look at this flowchart to see how Copilot in Excel transforms raw data. On the left, we have a massive set of raw sales data. Instead of manual manipulation, it flows into Copilot. From there, you have 3 distinct paths based on natural language prompts. You can ask it to find trends, resulting in highlighted growth metrics. You can ask it to visualize, which instantly generates charts. Or you can ask for a scenario model, creating complex what-if analyses. All these paths converge on the ultimate goal, enabling your team to make fast, data-driven decisions without needing a degree in advanced statistics. Now, let's talk about storytelling with Copilot in PowerPoint. By definition, this is your AI storytelling partner. Its basic function is taking your raw ideas and generating stunning slide decks, completely populated with relevant images, formatting, and even speaker notes. Why do we care? Because business leaders and sales teams spend countless hours dragging text boxes and formatting slides. Copilot eliminates that design grind, drastically accelerating your time to market for new initiatives. How do you use it? The most powerful workflow is telling Copilot, create a 10-slide presentation based on this Word document. It reads the document and builds the narrative flow automatically. For our deep dive, Copilot doesn't just create, it edits. It can summarize a 50-slide deck into a brief synopsis, translate content, or take a wordy slide and automatically condense the text to drastically improve audience readability and grammar. This mind map categorizes Copilot in PowerPoint into 3 core capabilities: creation, refinement, and comprehension. Under creation, you see its ability to draft entire presentations from a Word document and generate speaker notes. Under refinement, it acts as an editor adjusting tone, cutting down excessive text and fixing grammar. Finally, under comprehension, it helps users digest information by summarizing massive decks or translating them for global teams. This shows that Copilot isn't just a slide generator, it manages the entire lifecycle of a presentation. Email is often the biggest drain on employee productivity. Copilot in Outlook acts as your intelligent inbox and scheduling manager. The basics are brilliant. Copilot surfaces high-priority emails, summarizes lengthy, tangled email threads, and drafts highly contextual responses. Why is this essential? We are combating severe inbox overload. By summarizing a 20-reply thread into 3 bullet points, Copilot ensures communication flows without delays and decisions are made faster. How is it done? When you open an email, you simply click Summary by Copilot. Or, when replying, you instruct it to draft a response in a specific tone, perhaps friendly or professional. The deep dive capability here bridges communication and action. If a thread indicates a meeting is needed, Copilot can transform that email conversation directly into a scheduled meeting invite with just one click, pulling in the context and attendees automatically. Follow this workflow to see how Copilot tames the inbox. An overwhelming email thread enters the system. Copilot immediately steps in, branching into 2 actions. It identifies high-priority messages so you know what to read first, and it summarizes key points. From that summary, you can instantly draft a contextual reply or generate a one-click meeting invite. Both of these actions funnel directly into the ultimate business outcome, saving your employees hours of reading and typing every single week. Collaboration is where Copilot truly shines. Copilot in Teams is your intelligent meeting and chat assistant. The basics: it can recap live conversations, organize complex discussion points, and automatically summarize key action items. Why is this so vital? Have you ever left a meeting and wondered who was assigned which task? Copilot prevents missed follow-ups. It allows your employees to actually participate in the meeting instead of acting as frantic stenographers. How do you interact with it? Right in the Teams interface, you can ask Copilot during a live meeting, what decisions were just made, or what did Sarah suggest? The deep dive here extends beyond meetings into everyday chat. Copilot acts as a personal writing assistant, helping you draft chat messages in the exact tone you need, all while ensuring that the content and meetings remain perfectly secure within your organization's boundaries. This sequence diagram illustrates a powerful use case: the late attendee. The live Teams meeting is generating a transcript. A user joins 15 minutes late and privately asks Copilot, "What did I miss?" Copilot instantly summarizes the missed time so the user can contribute immediately. When the meeting concludes, Copilot automatically generates the final action items and decisions. The user then seamlessly asks Copilot to draft a follow-up chat to the team based on those decisions. It's end-to-end meeting intelligence. Beyond the core Office apps, Copilot extends into Microsoft's collaborative ecosystem: Loop, OneNote, Whiteboard, and Copilot Pages. What is this? This is AI designed for shared thinking. The basics involve using Copilot in Loop to collaboratively generate project tables, using OneNote to draft plans and organize information, and using Whiteboard to kickstart brainstorming sessions. Why is this valuable? Because it breaks down the silos of solo work, ensuring your team stay in sync from the very first ideation phase. How do you use it? You simply prompt Copilot to draft a project plan in OneNote, and it structures the data for you. For our deep dive, let's look at a breakthrough feature: Copilot Pages. This feature within Copilot Chat turns AI responses into an interactive, editable canvas. You ask a complex question, the AI generates a framework, and with one click, you turn that response into a shared page where your entire team can edit and collaborate in real time. This mind map visualizes the broader collaborative ecosystem of Copilot. From the center, we branch into 4 key areas. Loop handles co-creation and team synchronization. OneNote is your AI-powered filing cabinet to draft and organize project plans. Whiteboard leverages AI to overcome creative blocks by categorizing brainstormed ideas. Finally, Copilot Pages represents the bridge taking the raw intelligence from an AI chat and transforming it into a multiplayer, editable canvas. AI is no longer a solo endeavor, it's a team sport. To tie all of these app experiences together, let's look at a highly important, real-world use case, launching a new marketing campaign. This demonstrates the compounding business value of the Copilot ecosystem. Imagine the workflow. The marketing team has a strategy meeting in Teams, where Copilot captures the action items. Next, a manager uses the researcher agent to securely pull market intelligence from across the tenant. They then open Word and prompt Copilot to draft a campaign brief based on that team's transcript and the research. A process that took days now takes hours. Next, they open PowerPoint and instruct Copilot to turn that Word brief into a polished pitch deck. Finally, they use Outlook to summarize the deck and draft an email to leadership for approval. Why is this so powerful? Because Microsoft Graph acts as the backbone, carrying the context securely from app to app. The AI remembers the project goals at every step. This is not just a tool, it is a new way of working. Let's trace this real-world workflow from left to right. It starts in a Teams meeting, which outputs an AI recap. That context flows to the researcher agent, which pulls market intel. Both data streams feed into Copilot in Word to draft the campaign brief. With one click, that Word document drives Copilot in PowerPoint to generate the visual slide deck. Finally, Copilot in Outlook drafts the executive summary for approval. The friction between apps is completely eliminated. By understanding these capabilities across Microsoft 365 apps, you're ready to drive incredible efficiency and innovation in your organization. Thank you.